Something unusual is happening in the Apple ecosystem, a quiet tremor that only the most dedicated retail watchers would notice, but which is now spiraling into a massive wave of speculation. It all started when the HomePod Mini was suddenly marked as discontinued at major third-party retailers. For seasoned Apple fans, this is a blaring alarm, a classic sign that new hardware is imminent. Apple simply doesn't pull product listings like that without something major brewing. What made the situation so intriguing, however, was that while the HomePod Mini vanished, the Apple TV listings remained active, creating a confusing picture. It seemed, for a moment, that perhaps only the smart speaker was due for a refresh. But then, the real clues began to surface. Internal leaks started painting a far more complex picture. While customers could still order the Apple TV online, internal stock at Apple's own retail locations was quietly being tightened. This is the classic playbook for rotating inventory, a sign that new scuffs are on the way. The real bombshell came with reports that store employees were being prepped for an overnight refresh. One of Apple's signature tactics for launching new products without the fanfare of a major keynote. These resets are not random. They are meticulously planned operations where staff work after hours to completely reorganize displays, making room for new hardware set to greet customers the next morning. It's an efficient way to generate massive internet hype quietly. While some joke this entire global retail reset might just be for a quirky new iPhone accessory, the truth is likely far more significant, pointing to a simultaneous update for both the HomePod and the Apple TV. With that stage set, the focus shifts to the Apple TV itself, and the rumors suggest this is no simple update. This is shaping up to be one of the most important shifts in Apple's living room strategy in years. The Apple streaming box has always been an underrated product. It's quiet, incredibly reliable, and vastly more powerful than the cheap streaming sticks that dominate the market. Its users are loyal, appreciating the smooth interface, deep ecosystem integration, and unmatched performance. It's the kind of product that just works, which is exactly why this next refresh is so fascinating. Apple isn't just swapping a chip. It appears to be strategizing something much bigger. The current 2022 model, with its A15 Bionic chip and USB-C remote, was a clean, simple upgrade. This new model, however, is rumored to be a complete repositioning. According to highly accurate analysts like Ninkai Cool, Apple is finally addressing the Apple TV's biggest drawback, its price. For years, it has been far more expensive than its Fire TV, Roku, and Chromecast competitors. Now, Apple is reportedly exploring a significant price reduction that could push the base model below the $100 mark, a price point it hasn't targeted in over a decade. This move alone would be enough to turn the streaming world upside down, throwing Apple directly into mainstream competition. But here is the most surprising part of the entire story. Apple is apparently planning to drop the price while simultaneously introducing the most significant performance upgrades the product has ever seen. It's a paradox that points to a massive strategic shift. First, sources point to the inclusion of a brand new N1 wireless chipset. This chip is a powerhouse, merging Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and introducing support for Wi-Fi 7. This next-generation standard can transmit data across the 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz, and 6 GHz bands simultaneously, offering dramatically faster speeds and, more importantly, much lower latency. This is critical for flawless 4K HDR streaming, a future of high-performance cloud gaming, and supporting a smart home with dozens of accessories running at once. The new chip also brings Bluetooth 6, which promises to improve stability and pairing speed, a blessing for anyone who has ever had a game controller disconnect mid-match. And that's just the first silicon upgrade. The second is even more significant. The next Apple TV is rumored to receive the powerful A17 Pro chip, the same 3nm, console-level silicon found in the iPhone 15 Pro lineup. This chip's 6-core GPU supports hardware-accelerated ray tracing, meaning graphics that were previously exclusive to a PS5 or Xbox could theoretically run on this tiny box. Combine that with a rumored upgrade to 8GB of RAM, and the Apple TV suddenly transforms from a simple streaming box into one of the most powerful living room computers ever created. This level of power opens up an entirely new world of possibilities. It's not just about playing simple Apple Arcade titles, it's about transforming the device into a true gaming console, capable of running high-end, graphically intensive titles. Apple is clearly pushing a cross-platform gaming strategy across iPhone, iPad, Mac, and Vision Pro. And an A17-powered Apple TV becomes the key to unlocking that strategy on the biggest screen in the home. Beyond gaming, this power enables a new level of on-device AI through Apple Intelligence. Siri could finally become faster, more conversational, and more responsive, all without the lag of a round trip to the cloud. Imagine asking for personalized recommendations that instantly adapt to your viewing history, or seeing real-time closed captions flawlessly generated by on-device AI. Other rumors have even floated the idea of a built-in FaceTime camera for video calls, and while that may not arrive this year, the software is already being built to support it. How can Apple afford to do all this while also lowering the price? The answer is scale. The A17 Pro chip, while powerful, is now an older generation for Apple, making it much cheaper to mass manufacture. The N1 wireless chip is being produced at enormous scale for iPhones, reducing its per-unit cost. It seems Apple is willing to temporarily sacrifice profits to aggressively expand its smart home footprint, especially as competitors flood the market. Reports suggest Apple will discontinue the older A15 model entirely, not keeping it as a budget option. This new, cheaper, faster A17 Pro model is intended to be the one and only option, taking its place at a new, highly affordable price. This isn't just a refresh, it's a strategic repositioning, a foundational stepping stone towards a future of hybrid devices. The 2025 Apple TV, if these rumors hold, is shaping up to be the central brain of Apple's entire smart home ecosystem, delivering next-generation connectivity, console-level gaming, and on-device AI, all for a price that could finally make it the dominant player in the living room.